across the ice belt, show number 6, Lake of the Woods, Manitoba, giant pike. Yeah, look at this monster, just another giant. We thought we'd give you a little recap show of the fish that swim in these waters. I'm gonna let it go. Here, take a look at this big fat one. Look at this thing, look at this thing. Look, there she goes. Big giant one. Then this one, watch her wave goodbye. See you later, big girl. Huh, boys?
That was amazing.
I got a chance to spend the time on the show with Bernie Keefe from all the way from Colorado, and with my good friend Jean-Paul Tessier, the Lake of the Woods Outdoorsman. We spent 2 days chasing flags. Today is actually the 3rd day. We're just out fishing for fun, taking some photos, having a blast on the ice. Another tanker.
That was a big one. I mean, this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable fish, huge fish, lots of fish.
You caught your personal best?
3 times.
And JP too?
Yep, personal best through the ice.
Yeah.
March fishing up on Lake of the Woods. This is where it's at, tip-up fishing.
Now is the time right now.
Now is the time to be up here.
Yeah. This is something that I've been doing for, over 20 years, and my heart still pumps when I see a big one come up the hole like that and we get a grab, and you're going to be able to see a bunch of fish catches. But this bad boy right here, it's still pretty chilly out. You guys have your stocking caps on. I don't have mine on right now, but was an absolute amazing tool, wasn't it?
That is.
Lifesaver,
Yeah.
lifesaver. When we had the wood out there, and that wood obviously doesn't cover that hole like the thermal does.
Yeah.
And we were encountering some ice situations out there. I'm cold, wind blowing out here.
Yeah.
It just happens. But every time we went to pick up that thermal tip up, we didn't have any ice underneath there. It was easy to grab. You didn't have to pull out and break that ice, which could let that fish know that there's somebody on the other end.
Yeah.
So you've got to be as stealth as possible, and that gives you the best opportunity to do it right there.
It was a good test to the full thermal capabilities,
Yeah.
because we did have some wood ones out as well, and they had much more ice on it than the full thermal ones. And you can see, here's a little tip. I love the chartreuse flags in low light, but when it's super bright out, it's cloudy out today, but the last 2 days have been really bright sunny. I just take a black magic marker and make an X there, and they just really stand out much more on a really bright day. You know, another thing that I really asked for from the team was a big spool, so we could have, you can see this fish took out a bunch of line, but we put really thick line on there, and that's really huge to have that big spool. So the trophy thermal was really sweet, and the product that I'm most excited about, this has been out for 3-4 years now, is our zero rig. And Bernie, you haven't had a chance to experience chasing these pike up here that often, but this is the zero rig. How many times did a fish get hooked up on the bottom of the ice?
I think every time. They were on the bottom of the ice.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. Okay.
And they were all caught in the corner of the mouth. That was amazing. This whole system is so simple.
Yeah.
It's
stupid simple,
I
right?
picked up onto it like that.
You
quick,
sure did.
And that was absolutely amazing. That there is a very, very cool tool.
And if I told you on the traditional rigs that we used to use, which people still love, about 80% of them would get hooked up on the bottom of the ice, or that loose hook would get hooked in the back and it would cause problems. We were digging. The main reason I have the pike pole is I made that pike pole so I could help guide the fish up the hole. I don't have to use a pike pole that much for the fish anymore. I just have to use it to clear the holes and walk around with, right?
Right.
But
I mean, that's
3 days we haven't had to use it.
not once.
Not once.
Yeah.
That's a testament to the zero rig right there.
You did lasso one that was pretty funny around the
And
middle of the fish.
It takes a little bit of skill to do that, but you know, every once in a while we do get lucky out here and can catch a fish without hooking it, but not very many times.
Yeah, Bernie mentioned it. So the reason for those that have not seen the zero rig, the reason we designed this rig is it's going to be kind of hard to see, but we want these hooks, the loose hook, to fall together. And when those hooks fall together, then they go in the corner of the pike's mouth, and then allows that to come up the hole. Yet I can still hook this. I'll actually just show you guys real quick. the system. This is a big alewife here. And this is how simple it is to hook up, and it still holds that fish, that's bait in that natural swimming state. So that fish comes and grabs it. If it just gets hooked with this one hook, this one releases, and again, it falls to the same hole. So that's the zero rig, and I can tell you, I'm so passionate about it because I've dealt for so many years with fish hooked up on the bottom of the ice.
Once you get a,
That is amazing.
I'll tell you what, once you get your arm wet and it's cold out here,
Yeah.
you don't want to go through getting your hooks caught on the ice anymore.
What an amazing place, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
This Lake of the Woods, Manitoba,
baby.
giant pike. I was telling Bernie off camera was just like, Jeff, this place is amazing to come up here. I mean, we were, what, 20 minutes in and you had caught your personal best, and then you topped your personal best, and then you topped your personal, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how these past couple of days went. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and if I told you the best bite is still yet to come, would you believe me?
After what I saw, I could. Yeah, I guess so.
Can it get better?
It
It can always get a little better.
We actually leave JP behind, and Bernie and I are headed up north to Evergreen Lodge up on Clearwater Lake, chasing really big. I can't even say it. Really big.
Really big.
Lake trout. But we'll get into that later.
Jealous. Just a little.
And we got to talk about JP a little bit, his life on the ice as a hockey player and the life lessons that it taught you.
Absolutely. Well, a life on the ice has been a great life, I'll tell you that. And I've learned lessons through coaches, through experience, and right here it's no different. I'm getting coached, and we're out here experiencing this, and you don't get better unless you go out and try it.
Yeah.
And that's how you get better at things, is you go out and experience it. But you also have to have great experienced people with you to help you point in the right direction sometimes, and that's where we're very blessed to have great friends like this and the opportunity to come up and fish with guys such as yourself. Granby, Colorado, and Brainerd, Baxter, Minnesota, baby.
Yeah,
I love it. We're bringing the across the ice belt right here.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit, you know. My mom would always say, make a memory when you're out fishing, you know. When she was alive, she didn't care how big the check was. She didn't care how big the fish was. Yeah. And we made some pretty sweet memories. Yeah. And this is a pastime, like I said, that I've been able to enjoy for so long. And
never forget this. Never. As long as life will go, I will never forget these days. So that's a testament to you, Jiggy, and that's a testament to you, Bernie. Thank you guys very much.
I get teased, you know, a little bit online about you know, the emotional state of fishing, and everybody's like, oh, yeah, it's just a fish. Really, truly, this is the memories that if you are watching this and you watch Across the Ice Belt, first and foremost, we sure appreciate you as a fan with Ice Team and everything that we do. But also, our goal is to encourage you and give you the motivation to say, hey, I'm gonna go catch the biggest pike in my life. This is how I'm gonna do it. Now you get to watch the show next fall, and you get to learn exactly the whole system, and you get to watch us have fun.
Absolutely.
Probably a few missed fish, a few blunders, you know, the whole system from setting up a long line of tip-ups, the whole thing. So, really sweet.
It's been awesome. It's educational. It's educational, like I said. It's educational, and it's a great experience, and I'm honored and blessed to have this experience with you gentlemen. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
What do you think, Bernie? Should we head to north?
Let's go north. Let's go catch some lake.
Yeah, let's go north. We got to thank Fishing and Hunting Manitoba. Make sure to go like them on Facebook. And thank this wonderful body of water, Across the Ice Belt with Ice Team. This is just the show wrap. You're going to be able to watch the full episode of this show starting next fall. So 2017 next fall. The reason we show these recaps is simply just to give you an idea of what we experienced, to keep you up to date. We go back to the editing room and we edit and package these shows so you get to watch it next fall when you're all jacked up to go ice fishing the following year. So thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to Ice Team YouTube channel and like us on Facebook and give us a little comment and a thumbs up. I sure hope you appreciate the challenges that we put up with and the big giant fish, just like that one that just went back down the hole. Real quick, I was gonna wrap it up, but real quick, I just wanna mention this real quick. The reason we let those big ones go is so when Bernie comes from Granby, Colorado, can catch that fish. There's a few kids fishing out here. The reason we let that fish go is so they can catch it. We're not telling you not to keep a couple of fish, selective harvest, but we really want you to be selective in your harvest. That giant trophy fish, let it go so other people can catch it. Across the Ice Belt with Ice Team, thanks to you for watching.